unto me, for I, Yahweh, am holy, and have severed you from other people,
Come on.
that ye should be mine.
Right? That ye should be mine. So somebody might say, well, that's the Old Testament. In the New Testament, he wants us all to be together in Christ. Let's see if that's the case. Right? Yeah. Get 2 Corinthians. It's supposed to be separate.
17.
That's it. Yeah, 2 Corinthians 6 and 17. That's it.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 6, verse 17. Wherefore, come out from among them.
Do what?
Come out from among them.
So he said, come out from among them. Read on.
And be ye separate.
And be ye what?
Separate.
And be ye separate. So this is all in the same spirit. But the Most High don't change. He severed us twice. He said he severed us so we could be holy, and now he's telling us to be separate. Read on.
Saith the Most High.
Come on.
And touch not the unclean thing.
Right.
And I will receive you.
And I'll do what?
Receive you.
And I will receive you. So we have to sever ourselves. We can't keep wanting to join ourselves to these other nations. Right? That's not the Most High's will for the children of Israel. His will for us is to be severed and separated. Okay? Remember, in our salvation, he said he's going to bring us from amongst the other nations. Right? He said he's going to separate us. So that's how we got to think and understand this is the will of the Most High. Okay? That we are separated, so that we can be holy. Because we can't be holy in the midst of nations that were not made to be holy. Right? You were the only people on earth that was made to be holy. Everybody understand that? He said, "For thou art a holy nation." Okay. So let's go back now to get that understanding. So to be severed and separated from other nations is the will of the Most High for the children of Israel. Right? You got the cuss in the apocrypha? Yeah, read where you at. No, stay where you at. Oh, the division of the nations? Oh, okay. All right. We'll hold off on that one. So it's a good verse. Either way. Yes.
The book of Exodus, chapter 8, verse 23. And I will put a division between my people and thy people. Tomorrow shall this sign be.
Right.
And the Most High did so. And there came a grievous swarm of flies into the house of Pharaoh, and into his servants' houses, and into all the land of Egypt. The land was corrupted by reason of the swarm of flies. And Pharaoh called for Moses and for Aaron, and said, Go ye, sacrifice to your power in the land. And Moses said, It is not meet so to do, for we shall sacrifice the abomination of the Egyptians to the Most High power.
Right. He said, so what? What is he telling him? What did he say? What did Pharaoh tell Moses? What did he want him to do? Go sacrifice to your power now. Do it right here. Right? But Moses said, no, I can't do it here. Why? Why can't I sacrifice it here?
Unclean.
Because it's unclean. The abomination of the Egyptian is all around us. Right? How clean could I be? How could I go before my Father's face with all this wickedness going on around me? We need to leave here. Right? So Moses understood we need to leave here to serve the Most High. We couldn't stay here. Right? Read.
Lo, shall we sacrifice the abomination of the Egyptians before their eyes? And will they not stone us?
Come on.
We will go 3 days' journey into the wilderness and sacrifice to the Most High our power, as he shall command us.
Right. So he said, no, we got to get 3 days journey away from y'all before we can even sacrifice to the Most High. All right. That's how wicked the environment was in Egypt. Read.
And Pharaoh said, I will let you go, that ye may sacrifice to the Most High your power in the wilderness. Only ye shall not go very far away. Entreat for me.
Right.
And Moses said,
so Pharaoh trying to what? What is he trying to do now? He's trying to make a bargain. He's trying to bargain a deal. He said, all right, I'll let you go, but you can't go 3 days away. You can go like 1 day. This ain't no bargaining chip. Right? You're not in a position to bargain with the Most High. He said, I need 3 days journey, 3 days journey. Nothing less. Right? Not a minute less. Right? But he's trying to say, all right, don't go too far. Just go right outside of the city where I can keep an eye on you, keep tabs on you. Right? Read.
Verse 29.
Uh-huh.
And Moses said, behold, I go out from thee, and I will entreat the Most High that the swarms of flies may depart from Pharaoh, from his servants, and from his people tomorrow. But let not Pharaoh deal deceitfully anymore in not letting the people go to sacrifice to the Most High.
Right.
And Moses went out from Pharaoh and entreated the Most High. And the Most High did according to the word of Moses. And he removed the swarms of flies from Pharaoh, from his servants, and from his people. There remained not one.
Right.
And Pharaoh hardened his heart at this time also, neither would he let the people go.
Right. So every time Pharaoh gets beyond the plague, his heart becomes hardened once again. All right. So understand that he told Pharaoh, do not deal deceitfully yet again with me. Because the first time, when the Pharaoh dealt deceitfully the first time? When the lice came. He said he's going to let them go, and then he reneged on it. His heart was hardened. And now he's saying he'll let them go again for the flies, and he reneging on it again. All right, let's read. Chapter 9.
The book of Exodus, chapter 9, verse 1. Then the Most High said unto Moses, go in unto Pharaoh and tell him, thus saith the Most High, power of the Hebrews, let my people go, that they may serve me.
They may do what?
That they may serve me.
Come on.
For if thou refuse to let them go, and will hold them still, behold, the hand of the Most High is upon thy cattle, which is in the field, upon the horses, upon the donkeys, upon the camels, upon the oxen, and upon the sheep. There shall be a very grievous murrain, and the Most High shall sever between the cattle of Israel and the cattle of Egypt. And there shall nothing die of all that is the children of Israel.
Right.
And the Most High appointed a set time, saying, tomorrow the Most High shall do this thing in the land. And the Most High did that thing on the morrow, and all the cattle of Egypt died. But of the cattle of the children of Israel died not one. And Pharaoh sent, and behold, there was not one of the cattle of the Israelites dead. And the heart of Pharaoh hardened, and he did not let the people go.
Right, so he became more and more angry, Pharaoh, as he's seeing that these plagues are out of control. He's losing a grip on his power. Right, he gets more and more angry. This is what these powers, these leaders do. Even though their head is in the heart, their heart is in the hand of the Most High. As they become angered, they go what? They're gonna be more mighty in their mind. Oh, you won't give me my way? I'm gonna make things harder on you. Instead of yielding, he became harder. Read on.
And the Most High said unto Moses and unto Aaron, take to you handfuls of ashes of the furnace, and let Moses sprinkle it toward the heaven in the sight of Pharaoh, and it shall become small dust in all the land of Egypt, and shall be a boil breaking forth with flames upon man and upon beast throughout all the land of Egypt. And they took ashes of the furnace and stood before Pharaoh, and Moses sprinkled it up toward heaven,
Right.
and it became a boil breaking forth with flames upon man and upon beasts.
Mm-hmm.
And the magicians could not stand before Moses because of the boils, for the boil was upon the magicians and upon all the Egyptians. And the Most High hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he hearkened not unto them, as the Most High had spoken unto Moses.
Right. So let's look at the last four plagues. So plague number 4 was what? Flies, right? Plague number 5? The cattle dying, right? He started killing the cattle, or their horses, their donkeys, their sheep, their oxen, start dropping dead, right? Plague number 6, the boils, right? Now come the boils upon man, beasts, everything was getting these boils on his skin. All he had to do was throw some ashes in the sky. And the Most High multiplied them ashes and caused boils to fall upon everybody. All right, so they're dealing with some heavy plagues, right? That's falling upon them. But in Goshen, was it one thing going down in Goshen? Goshen was, everything was good over there. Cattle was looking healthy, right? Everybody having a good day, right? But over there, hell was going on in Egypt, right? You can imagine looking over there, like look at you in Goshen, and you looking at Egypt like, damn, they're going through it over there, right? Well, they got boils now, right? So nothing happening in Goshen. This is to show you that when the Most High is proving a lot of things, he's showing us a lot of things. It's stuff to learn through these stories, through this history, how he operates. If he wants to put a plague on this person, it'll be on that person, and it will not be upon you, right? Give me that, hand, join your hand. Give me Proverbs. Go ahead and join your hand. 28. We're learning how the Most High operate. He's specific in his target, right? You're not going to get a collateral damage with the Most High. You don't go to damage one person and the other people just get it because it just happened to be there. Everybody that got it deserved it, right? From the Most High. All right. 11:21. Proverbs 11 verse 21.
Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished.
Right. So even though your hand join in hand, even though the wicked might be in the midst of you, they will not go unpunished. Right. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. Read on.
But the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
But the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. So sometimes people, they want to, okay, this person is good. They keep the commandments. Let me hang out with this person. Because I know nothing's going to happen bad because this person is in the car with me. It doesn't work that way. Right? It doesn't work that way. If something is coming to you, it's coming to you. Doesn't matter who you stand next to. Everybody understand that? All right? If we just make a determination to be around the righteous, is that so we could be influenced to stay on top of our righteousness. Because you stay around those doing right, you may be more, better to do right. You go around amongst the wicked, chances are you're gonna fall right into these same wicked deeds too. Right? But don't think that you're gonna be wicked and I'm gonna go hang with these righteous real quick behind their fence. Because I know no plague gonna come in here. The Most High will send the plague over the fence right on top of your head. And it won't touch nobody else. Right? That's the way the Most High operates. Everybody understand that? We learned that here in Egypt. Right? The plague's going on who he wanted to go on and not on who he don't want it to go on. Okay? Let's go back. You're at verse 13.
The book of Exodus, chapter 9, verse 13. And the Most High said unto Moses, rise up early in the morning, and stand before Pharaoh, and say unto him, thus saith the Most High, power of the Hebrews, let my people go, that they may serve me. For I will at this time send all my plagues upon thine heart, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, that thou mayest know that there is none like me in all the earth. For now I will stretch out my hand, that I may smite thee and thy people with pestilence, and thou shalt be cut off from the earth. And in very deed for this cause have I raised thee up, for to show in thee my power, and that my name may be declared throughout all the earth.
Right. So what did he tell Pharaoh? He said, Pharaoh, you only have this position so I can show my power. Right? So the Most High rose up Pharaoh just so he can take him down. Right? Now I'll give you Romans 9:17. Now it's time for Romans 9:17. Right? Romans 9:17. The wicked is put in that position just for the Most High to take him down and to show his power.
The book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 17. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee,
right,
and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
Come on.
Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he hardeneth.
Right, so he have mercy on whom we have mercy, and who he hardeneth, he hardeneth. Notice I said, listen, I'm choosing this. All right? So we on.
Thou wilt say then unto me, why doeth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will?
Right, who can resist the will of the Most High? No one. So why you don't find fault? This is the way the Most High operates. But the God we serve is a God of what?
War.
Of war. So there's always going to be some sort of conflict. Right? There's always some sort of conflict. Right? But you give you strength for you to get the victory. You have time of peace, but you always have some battle within your spirit, within your body, within it, some in your mind. There's going to be some sort of conflict, but you're going to have the answers for the victory. That's what you want, right? Because our power is a man of war. It's how we created this earth, right? Every plant, every animal, there's a prey and a predator, huh? Everybody has a battle. We're no different. Okay, read on.
Verse 20. Nay, but, O man, who art thou that thou repliest against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it,
what?
Why hast thou made me thus?
Yeah, why you made me like this? Why do I have to go through this? Read on.
Have not the potter power over the clay?
Is not the Most High have power over the clay? He's the potter. Right? To do what? Read on.
Of the same lump.
Right?
To make one vessel unto honor.
One vessel unto honor. Come on.
and another unto dishonor.
And that's what he doing in Egypt. He made the Egyptians to be a vessel of dishonor and the children of Israel a vessel of honor. Because he has that control. Okay? He has that control in all our lives. Right? We pray that the Most High uses us as a vessel of honor. Correct? Right? Because we don't want to be destroyed as a vessel of dishonor. All right, so that it on that? All right, let's go back to Exodus.
Okay. 17. The book of Exodus, chapter 9, verse 17. As yet, exaltest thou thyself against my people, that thou wilt not let them go? Behold, tomorrow, about this time, I will cause it to rain a very grievous hail, such as has not been in Egypt since the foundation thereof, even until now. Send therefore now and gather thy cattle, and all that thou hast in the field. For upon every man and beast which shall be found in the field, and shall not be brought home, the hail shall come down upon them, and they shall die. He that feared the word of the Most High among the servants of Pharaoh made his servants and his cattle flee into the houses. And he that regarded not the word of the Most High left his servants and his cattle in the field. And the Most High said unto Moses, stretch forth thine hand toward heaven, that there may be hail in all the land of Egypt, upon man and upon beast, and upon every herb of the field, throughout the land of Egypt. And Moses stretched forth his rod toward heaven. And the Most High sent thunder and hail, and fire ran along the ground. And the Most High rained hail upon the land of Egypt. So there was hail, and fire mingled with the hail.
Right, so there's fire mingled with the hail. Can't even imagine that. Right? How can fire be falling from the sky mingled with the hail? I mean, things getting lit on fire, right? Looking like brush fires and hail at the same time. All right? That's what was going on in Egypt at this point. Read on.
So there was hail, and fire mingled with the hail, very grievous, such as there was none like it in all the land of Egypt, since it became a nation. And the hail smote throughout all the land of Egypt, all that was in the field, both man and beast, and the hail smote every herb of the field, and brake every tree of the field. Only in the land of Goshen,
right,
where the children of Israel were, was there no hail.
No hail whatsoever over there. Come on.
And Pharaoh sent and called for Moses and Aaron, and said unto them, I have sinned this time.
Right.
The Most High is righteous, and I and my people are wicked.
Right. So when some wisdom came to him now, right? When those lashings come, wisdom start to come now. So, oh, man, you know what? We evil, y'all righteous, man. Right? That, oftentimes some of the brothers see that on YouTube. You see when Esau, he comes on to YouTube and I have to make an announcement, right? And he goes through all the emotional thing and says, oh, those so-called blacks are the Israelites. And people get all excited, right? But that's what happens when Esau start getting these whoopings. Well, the first thing you're going to say is that you guys are the righteous, man. A lot of you going to fall for this. Say, see, he's not that bad, right? Look, he said we're the righteous. We've always been the righteous. We've always been God's chosen people, right? The fact they come on YouTube and want to say that, what difference does it make, right? Don't make it any more powerful coming out of their mouth. than out of the mouths of the actual children of the Most High. Everybody understand that? They see the white man say it as a big deal. All of a sudden, it might be official. Things become official because the white man said it, right? And it could be any white man. You gotta have those. There's no even how could you say his accolades or his credibility. All he has to be is white. Come on the TV, on the YouTube, and say, "You children of Israel are the real Israelites." People start waking up. Oh, he said it. If he said it, it got to be true, right? Listen, all Edomites to get up there and say that, it's not going to make a difference. Their judgment is still coming. Everybody understand that? Right? It's right here, Pharaoh, through his whoopings, the reality of the Most High and the children of Israel came to him. We didn't just become the righteous, we always was. But the reality came to him when he saw his hand, when the Most High's hand was upon Egypt with all these plagues. He got fire and hail coming from the sky. Right? That's what it took for him to say that we're the chosen of the Most High. Right? That's what it took for him to say that our God is a true and living God. Right? So what is it going to take for these nations to see before they bow down? Right? Some bow down already. You know what I mean? They come to camp, they a couple scriptures, and they already bow down. Right? But all of them are going to bow down. Everybody understand that? The I.
We're going to mention the time period, what the 29 countries they had more cattle.
Right, it didn't kill all the cattle. When the plague came to kill the cattle, it didn't kill all the cattle. It just started killing the cattle. They started dropping dead, all different type of cattle, but it didn't kill all of them. It was very grievous, the amount that was killed, but it wasn't all of them. But later on, you see that, even the hail is smoking the same cattle. The boils was upon the cattle too, scripture said. So even the boils was upon the cattle, the hail is upon the cattle. So there was more cattle left amongst the Egyptians. Right? Let's read.
Verse 28. Entreat the Most High, for it is enough that there be no more mighty thunderings and hail. And I will let you go, and ye shall stay no longer.
Right?
And Moses said unto him, as soon as I am gone out of this city, I will spread abroad my hands unto the Most High. And the thunder shall cease, neither shall there be any more hail, that thou mayest know how that the earth is the Most High's. But as for thee and thy servants,
right?
I know that you will not yet fear the Most High. And the flax and the barley was smitten, for the barley was in the ear and the flax was boiled.
Right, so the flax was boiled and the barley was in the ear. That means that what it was ready to be eaten, but it was destroyed. So all their food supply was being taken away. Come on.
Verse 32. But the wheat and the rye were not smitten, for they were not grown up.
Right, so the wheat and rye season was not upon them, so they didn't get damaged because they still was in seed form. Read.
And Moses went out of the city from Pharaoh and spread abroad his hands unto the Most High. And the thunders and hail ceased, and the rain was not poured upon the earth. And when Pharaoh saw that the rain and the hail and the thunders were ceased, he sinned yet more, and hardened his heart, he and his servants. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, neither would he let the children of Israel go, as Moses had spoken to Moses.
Right. When the Most High, so still after all that, he still held on to the children of Israel. That concludes the portion for the Shabbat day. Give the Most High hand for a wonderful portion. A lot of wisdom, knowledge, understanding came out of the today. We learned that, when the Most High wants to bring judgment, he's going to bring it. So, and we also learned that the Most High severed the children of Israel from the beginning, from the creation of us being a nation. He wanted to sever us from these other nations. So, that's, choose and prefer each other over anybody else. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Let's just prefer your brothers and your sisters, man. In this walk, in this word, in your nation. All right, we got to start being patriots, man. You got to show some patriotism to being an Hebrew Israelite, right? You got to be a people about our people, right? Moses was a patriot for his people. We need to be a patriot for our people, patriotic, as they say. At this time, we're going to set up the close of prayer and the praise unto the Most High. Anything else I need to be? Anything came up that you need to make the people aware of? I think there's something you asked me for. No? Anything that make the people aware of? Right. So, as for the summit date, we were talking about, I think in the previous couple of weeks, about getting a bunch of T-shirts made. For the family day, we spoke about getting some T-shirts made, but it's just too short of time. We have too much other activities that we got to get done, so we're going to back off of that idea. So, what's that? Well, we said we're not going to make those T-shirts. Yeah, we're not going to make those T-shirts for the family day. So, as it stands now, is there going to be a color scheme to the family day? Bruce? So family day, you're just going to come out in your fringes, your pocket tie, and make sure you're still covered up and things of that sort. But we're going to just dwell in brother and sister, but we won't do the T-shirts that we were prescribed to do before. This is only for the family day T-shirts. Okay. Anybody else that had any other T-shirt that was being made, like the ones for the camp, the shirts for the camp is still going on. I heard some other shirts that were being made still going on. But when we talked about the unification T-shirts of the whole church, we're not going to be going forward with that. Okay, we canceled that. All right, hallelujah. Hallelujah. All right, let me know. All right, I think that's it. Where's my shot? In the back? All right. I think there's nothing else there. All right. So it's time we're going to set the close of prayer and praise the Most High. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Who's the power? Who's the power? By himself? By himself? Kuras. Holy is the name of Noah. Yahweh. Holy is the name of Mashiach. Yahushua. Whom Abanawi Yahweh. Whom Mashiach Yahushua. Whom Mashiach Yahushua. Whom Yasharallah. Rakatha Yahweh. Bahasham. Mashiach. Yahushua. Yahweh. Villanova. Hashabat. Bashalom. Babakushah. Shemai. Zapalayu. Barak. Paul. Rakazak. Ramagan. Basma'ayim. Akim. Wa. Akwatya. Babakushah. Yahweh. Bahasham. Mashiach. Yahushua. Yahak. Shaitan. Yahak. Kol. Rai. Hayim. Yahak. Kol. Rai. Hayim. Babakushah. All praises be to Part Amos and Jacob for his mercy truly endured forever. We thank you, Yahweh, for giving us the Shabbat day in peace. We ask you, Yahweh, to bless, heal, protect, and watch over the children of Israel. We also ask the Most High to send a special spirit of blessing and healing onto our brother Abba, brother Bayas Abba, in his time of infirmities. Make him strong, bring him back to his whole, strengthen his family to deal with the times that before them. Also, the Most High, we actually send a spirit of healing unto all those in Yasharala that are in need of healing. The water for bringing for healing and bringing them back upon his feet, our brother Paula Fawaz. All right, continue to heal thy children and continue to show thy ways and thy works amongst Yasharala. Baruch Kushan Yahweh, all this we ask in the name of thy son, Hamashiach Yahweh. Let all that have breath praise Yahweh. Hallelujah. Let all that have breath praise Yahweh. Hallelujah. Bahashem Hamashiach Yahweh, Huwadatim Yad, Aman. Amen. The Most High, hallelujah. In the mouth of babes, Yahweh will take the praise. In the mouth of babes, Yahweh will take the praise. In the mouth of babes, Yahweh will take the praise. Hallelujah, hallelujah. In the mouth of babes, Yahweh will take the praise. In the mouth of babes. Study, we can remember to pray, and when I pray, don't forget to pray for our deliverance and our forgiveness and decide to go inside. But we went out of here. It's time to the righteous will return. So let's bring it on track